What's going on, guys? Ross here from Consolidata, and I'm excited to bring to you our new visitor tracking tool. It's funny, they accidentally put an S in the menu. We'll change that on Monday. It's not visitors tracking, it's visitor tracking. But let me walk you through it, how it works. Just so you guys know, there are going to be multiple changes to this just even over the next week. And the reason for that is because we were hoping to have the screen recordings and the heat maps launched by Friday, which would have been yesterday. Unfortunately, that did not happen, but we wanted to at least get the screen recordings in your hands this weekend. And then the heat map stuff you'll see early this next week. And then you're going to see updates to the data and you'll be able to put these in dashboards, etc. But you can go ahead and start playing with this tool now. Let me show you how this works. But before I do, I want to give you the idea behind what we're trying to move towards. We're trying to help people create their own data, to be able to not have to just extract data, but to be able to get different data points to help you optimize your funnels, optimize your surveys, your lead forms, your user experience. I had this instance one time, and I'll just share the story here with you. I thought it was kind of funny, where I used to use a tool called Hotjar. It still exists. Let me go show you this. And that's actually kind of what we're trying to replace with this particular instance. They say free forever. That is not true. If you click on the actual pricing, free forever would be if you're not actually running any traffic. Like if you're running ads, 35 sessions goes by like that. So for instance here, and look how expensive this actually gets. 100 daily sessions. Like, man, if you're running any sort of ads, you eat this stuff up quick. But anyways, I was using this tool and I was trying to optimize a funnel. And so what I had is I had this setup where if people would exit out of the funnel, a pop-up would come up and it would say, want a free $5 Starbucks card? Tell us why you did not opt in. Well, it's crazy. So many people don't believe you, but they would start typing in exactly why they didn't opt in. And then they would just leave when they realized they had to actually put in their email and phone. And the reason for it is because they weren't expecting they'd have to give us their information to get that gift card. So what happened was I'm watching the screen recordings and I could see people saying exactly why they didn't opt in. And then I could go fix it. Like people are like, we don't know where this business is located or different things like that. So the idea is you can put these, put a script into your funnel, into your website, and then you can actually watch the videos of users interacting on your website to figure out and try to understand what you need to do to optimize it to increase your conversion rate. Let's say that you have people filling out a survey. You might notice like, wow, here's a trend. Every time they get to this particular question in the survey, they stop. Maybe I need to rework this or rework the question, etc. So here's how you do this. You click on add domain. You're going to choose whether it's HTTP or if it's HTTPS. So if it has the security certificate to it, then you'll put in your domain name. I'll give you one here. Let's just say I was doing firstchat.ai. I'm going to go ahead and hit create. And now it's going to populate this. But now what I need to do is I need to take this script and go put it in the body of my funnel or in my website, anywhere where you want it to track people. Once you do that, it's going to start tracking visitors as they come in. Now you'll notice that initially that this is blank. It takes maybe like 10 minutes or 15 minutes for it to actually create a thumbnail of your website. Once it does, you'll notice that just kind of looking at the view here, you can see, because we just installed this just a little bit ago, you can see how many sessions have been created in the corner here. So how many videos have actually been created from that? Now, if you click this little pause button like this, it's going to quit tracking anybody on there. Just to walk through usage here real quick, if you signed up before this last Friday, you actually get unlimited visitor tracking websites, unlimited sessions. There are no limits to what you guys can use these for. So have at it. You don't have to upgrade. And that doesn't matter if you were on our $197 plan or if you're on our $97 plan, you're going to get unlimited visitor tracking. And little hint, I haven't even had the time to go change the website and our put any limits on anything. So if you're watching this video and it's still the weekend, you likely can get grandfathered into that as well. Okay, so once you get in on this, you click on this little eyeball and boom, it's going to pop up with this. Now, what you're looking at here is it's showing the average time people stay on the website. You'll see how many unique sessions since you installed the script, and then the link, the clicks that once someone gets in there when they actually click on something. So, like, I think this was someone clicked on our privacy policy, and so this populates here. One thing there's a few things that we're going to change, but one is that right now we actually have the logic in reverse. So the newest ones should always be on the top. Right now it's the opposite way. The newest ones are on the bottom. So you'll see that change this upcoming week. The other thing too is once someone visits the site, it'll take a little while for that session to pull in a video. And what I mean by that is if I go visit it right now and then I go click on the video, it's not going to show that there's anything available just yet. There's no session available. It's actually because this is still open, this page. So it hasn't even been able to complete. Once it does, I'll show you what it looks like. You click on this and it populates, and now you can actually see a screen recording of what went down. So if I click like 4X, it'll go through it real quick. You'll notice there's a little line tracking, so that way you can see what they're doing. And then you can see they clicked into a different page. You know, this was actually our developer who did this. So gives you a little insight as to how this works. I'm excited about this. Now I'll share with you guys a couple cool things that are in the works on why we needed this as a prerequisite. So we also have heat maps coming. But we've got a new thing coming out, which is going to be for visitors and for your list and for your lead list. And I view even just a website visitor as a lead. But the problem is you can't even reach out to them just yet if you haven't gotten their information. So a few things that we have in the works. This will be an upgrade or an in-app purchase, but you'll be able to do identity resolution. We've partnered with a company that has a very accurate pixel for resolving the identity of who's on your website. So just as an example, imagine that you have identity resolution turned on for this. And now not only are you getting all this information, you're getting their names, their email, their address, all of that information as well. And that's only going to be on about 30-40% of those visitors. Then soon what we're going to be adding in is print tracking. Print tracking is where you actually take a fingerprint of the browser session or of their browser, and I don't care if they clear their cookies, whatever. It's just like what Hyros has. They can come back and you know this is this person. We're going to create that unique ID so that way every time that person's interacting with your brand, we know who they are, and if they're opting in with different emails and their phone number and different things, that way we can start merging that data to create a profile on them. Now, what's cool is this is also going to merge with your Go High Level contacts, with your Stripe account, and with your Facebook ad account, all this data, so that way you can start having real user tracking and see where everyone's coming from, what they've done, and track their entire journey and interactions with your company. And that brings me to why we're doing all of this. Other than being able to get all that data, which is really cool, and apply that into your dashboards, we want to be able to have real attribution. So then you'll be able to create events and say, hey, when this URL is hit, this is a sale, this is a lead, this is the value of this. And now we can track all those events that they're having. And then it's very simple. Then we just need to create UTMs as to which ads and ad sets they're coming from. And now we've totally replaced what, say, Hyros has in a much better and more meaningful way, because then you'll actually have user profiles. It's just so much more dynamic. I think that you're going to see how we leapfrog what they've been able to accomplish. So I'm excited about this. I hope you guys are too. This is the direction we're heading. Every time we create a data point, we're going to give you the ability to add that into your dashboard and build a dashboard out of it. But we're going to start creating more optimization tools and things that are actually helping you. And the reason for that is simple. We never wanted to be just a data visualization tool. Go High Level, for instance, they're coming out with their dashboard builder. Great. We don't want to compete with that kind of thing. We want to be able to have deeper, detailed data that actually helps your customers and you to get higher converting funnels, better quality or better volume in your leads, etc. So I think this right here is a service in itself. Like you could literally go sell a company and say, we provide website analytical data and we help you turn those visitors into leads and help you optimize that process and not ever need to run a single ad. With that said, guys, I'm going to let you go. Please stay tuned though, because there's going to be many more updates this week on this. Have a good day.